Hi, I'm Carrie, and today is January 4th, 2014, and I've now been on hormones for 15 months and 1 week. And I had an hour and a half of electrology yesterday, and I don't know if you can see any swelling. I don't really have too much. I'm tolerating things really well now. Now that the hair is getting very thin and sparse. Um, Actually, all I really have left now is my upper lip and neck. Um, Everything else is just little strays. So, getting into the nitty gritty now. I'm really pleased with the results. It's a beautiful day here in Honolulu. Let me spin my camera around so you can see. But that's a look outside. It's just gorgeous. There's a slight breeze. It's about 80 degrees. And just lovely. And I put something down on the floor that just got whacked. It didn't break. Uh, yeah, so get situated again. Um, yeah, I really don't have a lot of topic matter to discuss today. I went to the EEOC and filed a complaint against my job for firing me. They were treating me unfairly. The way they treated me was different. They didn't say any of the buzzwords or come straight out and say it in so many words. But according to the EEOC, all they have to do is treat you different after they find out you're transsexual. And from the time that I came out, things changed very dramatically, and it put me under a lot of pressure, and it affected my performance in such a way that they started writing me up for every little thing I did, and basically painted me in a bad light, so that over 6 months' time, they were able to let me go because of poor performance rather than because I'm transsexual. And that in of itself is discriminatory. So it'll be a couple weeks before I hear back from them, but they will be served in the meanwhile, and we'll see what happens there. I've got a copy of it. I guess I can show it. The paper looks like this. For my state, I don't know. It's a federal thing, so it probably goes, nationwide like this. And they'd stamp it to let you know that. Yeah. See. Oh, darn it! It's hard when you can't see through the thing. Yeah, they stamp it right there, and they let you have your original copy, and then they give you. What is this? Actually, no, they kept the original. They gave me a copy of the original for my records. And, I took care of some other business that I needed to make sure the rent's going to get paid. It's paid. Make sure that there's going to be money coming in from unemployment. And did a little bit of job search on the computer. Yeah, talking to friends, I've gotten a lot of support. But basically, I'm finding out firsthand that this is the way people behave when you come out. They don't want to accept the fact that they got to start calling you she instead of he, and using a different name and all. They would rather just push you out than change. So perhaps it's a good thing. Perhaps when I go somewhere else, they won't have known me as anything other than Carrie, and so they won't. They'll accept me better than this place did. So I hope. Excuse me, I'll get. My voice is dry. So yeah, I have all this time on my hands, so I thought I'd work on another one of my car models. I have several on the shelf that I haven't finished, and if you're familiar with my Facebook channel, I've started posting. My last video I mentioned it too. And then you can see in the background that I've got an extensive collection. So this, I thought I'd go over my next project and show you how I go about it before I even get started. Some of the things I do. Not really necessary for somebody that just wants to put the thing together and, and do that. But usually when I build a scale model, I choose a subject to model it after. I find a car, that matches. Sometimes it's a George Barris production or something like that, like the Red Baron I have up there. I have the Munster Coach and Dragula, and those are real cars, so you already know how you're going to do them, and you can super detail them. In this case, I'm going to do a 1970 Boss 429 Mustang. So what I did is I went online. I found a car at the Barrett-Jackson auction, and it sold for $250,000, or just about $247,500, $248,000, and it's got also lots of little thumbnails of pictures that give me some details. I have the same wheels in the kit. I can go to an auto parts store and get that same grabber blue paint. And yeah, I'll take some pictures of it as I make progress through the kit. And yeah, thought that might be some subject matter that I could cover. Been busy around the house too. This watch got wet, and let's see, yeah, the time is still correct on it. So it had stopped running. I took it apart and cleaned everything up, dried everything up, and reassembled it, and it's working again. So I don't know. I think just water got into the tiny miniature electronics in there, and with voltages that low, it doesn't really short everything out. It just kind of acts like a resistor and drags the voltage down. It kind of lets it bleed all over the place and not go where it's supposed to go. Because for low voltages like this, water is, even though it conducts, it's more of a resistor than it is a conductor in such low voltages. So yeah, just dry everything out, and usually you're going to be okay with really low voltage, like a tiny little DC battery. There aren't any microelectronics in here. It's just a couple of coils. There's a little device that oscillates basically. And the crystal controlled, basically it's just a rock that's cut in a certain way that when you ping it, it vibrates at a set frequency. And they can cut that stone to an exact amount, and that's how they make the timer for the quartz action. It's a crystal oscillator. And yeah, so got that going again. I'd already bought another $10 cheapy watch, but it's more for looks than anything. Let me show you. I also have this watch now. It's a pretty good looking watch, ladies' watch. I don't know if it really shows, but it's kind of more like a copperish color, almost bronze, or no, more like shiny copper. The band is brown, and so what this one doesn't go with, this other one probably will. Yeah. So let's see, what else do I have? So on Facebook right now, if you're a friend of mine, you might be on my channel. I'm showcasing this model this month. This is a 48, actually it's a 47 or 48 in the kit. And I don't recall, I think I built the 48 version. It's a Chevy fleet line. And it's got a lot of interesting features about it. Got a detailed straight six engine. I don't know if you can see inside. It's pretty well detailed. I wired it, plumbed it, the works. I've got the hood set so it doesn't close. And I did the strakes in the back with aluminum tape. The strakes in the front are stainless steel. They came with the kit. They were photo etched. But the kit didn't come with ones for the rear for some reason, so or actually it did. It came for the ones all the way in the rear, but it didn't come with strakes for the optional tire covers. So I created those, and I lowered it. And what else did I do? I lowered it, and I did a custom wood graining in the interior, but you can't see that detail. And there's the bottom. Yeah. And and like the Mustang, this is a picture of an actual car, and this is what I modeled after. As you can see, see if I can mimic the angle. Not really. It's kind of hard with the mirror, but it's the same car, and it kind of has the same look, same wheels. So yeah, that's the way I like to roll. The reason why I'm showing these cars off is that I came up with this subject of nobody, when I came out, none of my family, friends, anybody had a clue that that there was anything feminine about me, because I embraced all of these male things and came to love them. And I wasn't particularly effeminate, and I'm still not really. Even though I'm embracing my feminine side, and trying to to be all of what I am. I lived my life as a boy came to be very good at all that boy stuff. I had a good boy body, and I grew into a strong, muscular man. I learned male-dominated trades, and made a living at that. So I don't intend to forsake all of that in order to convince anybody that I'm female. If that's kind of selling out to those who would say that everything's all cut and dry, that you're either boy or you're girl. Most people are somewhere in between the two. Um, none of us are, well, on one side you may have the super jock, and on the other side you've got the princess. But very few people are all the way over one side or the other. Most people are somewhere in the middle, and so am I. I have a lot of female traits and a lot of male traits. It's just that now I'm showing all of me rather than trying to only embrace a male and trying to suppress my woman inside, who, after a lifetime of trying to keep her in the closet, she got to be very unkind to my male self. I'll just put it that way. It became more and more urgent for her to be allowed to come out and play. So, things are a lot better for me. Irregardless of these problems, I know I'm on the right path. And to those who are having difficulties in their transition, I hope that something in my message helps you. It's tough, when you get rejected and you lose a good job, a good paying job I had, but I don't want to be somewhere where I'm going to be abused or underappreciated. So, que sera, sera. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. I will find something else. This too shall pass, and enough said. If you haven't rated, please rate me. If you haven't subscribed to me, please do. And please, comment and ask questions if you have any. I'm here to help anybody in any way I can. So hopefully, my experience, strength, and help can help you. Okay, till next time. This is Carrie signing out. Bye.